Hey guys, it's Paul Jackals here, blogging Big Blue. My question for you today is, when will the Giants know if Daniel Jones is a bust? I see, of course, many fans saying, oh, he's not the right answer, and so on and so forth. Time to move on. Where he didn't even play all of last season. This is his first full season playing. They're not going to bench him. That doesn't make sense at all. They don't have anybody behind him that is better. Will Colt McCoy really do play better than him? No, Colt McCoy's not going to be better than him. They don't have anybody. They don't have any other options. It's Daniel Jones or bust right now for this season. Now, could they go ahead and draft a quarterback next season or in the upcoming offseason? Sure, they could do that, but I don't even know if that's the right thing to do. Ultimately, again, my question is, when do we know when he's going to be a bust? Right now, I don't think it's fair to say that he's a bust, that he's not the answer. People can have their opinions. He looked really good last season. The big glaring issue last season was the turnovers, and they kind of creeping back now. Of course, that fumble against Dallas was unnecessary. He should have tucked the ball in. He should have felt that pressure, tucked the ball in instead of still trying to make a play, I guess, with it hanging out. And then Washington yesterday, throwing that interception in the back of the end zone. He was clearly trying to throw the ball away, but it wasn't good enough. You need to really obviously make sure that thing is going out of bounds. In all fairness, too, it looked like the Washington defender was actually out of bounds, but it was still ruled an interception. But nonetheless, turnovers are an issue still for him, but he's not playing great football. And you have to wonder if it's because of the offense. Right? Jason Garrett, new offensive coordinator, new system here, second year. And honestly, I don't think that's a great excuse. I think as a pro, you got to be able to adapt no matter what. But I think that's why we're seeing him struggle this year. I think it's because of new offense. You look at him last year, again, he looked really good. You could say, well, maybe defenses are adjusting to him. Maybe not. Who knows? Again, he's in. That's hard to determine because again, he's in a new system. So I think you have to give him time. I mean, you think back to Eli Manning early in his career. People did not want him. People were dogging him. He's not. He's terrible. He's worse. His brother's only good, not him. And then what? He leads the Giants to Super Bowl in 2007. That shuts everybody up, including Giants fans that wanted him out. Shut them up. And of course, he led them to 2 Super Bowl wins against one of the greatest franchises ever in the Patriots. So I think you got to give this kid time. The Giants are not going to get Trevor Lawrence anyway. The Giants are not the worst team in the NFL. Are they one of the top 5 worst teams? Yeah, they probably are right now. But the Jets are the worst team. The Jets will probably get that number 1 pick. I think the Giants have a few more wins in them, at least maybe 4 total for the season. They're not going to get that top pick to get Trevor Lawrence. Again, they have more glaring issues. Let's beef up the wide receiver position. Let's beef up the offensive line before we can really judge whether Daniel Jones is bad or good. That's what I think. I think he has to roll out way too much. He's still got to learn his system. I really want to see Jones next season in this system. So that's when I feel like you could fairly judge him. Let's see him in this system in a second season. The first season, there's a lot of adjustments. He's a smart kid. I think he can do it. But I think before we can really judge him, let's see him for another season in this system. But ultimately, I'd say next season would be the make or break year for him. If he does not get it done, if he does not improve, if he does not prove that he can be a franchise quarterback in 2021, then it's time to move on from him. But for now, I think you got to cut him slack again with the new system. And, I think quarterbacks, unfortunately, in the NFL right now are expected, rookies even, to just be great right away, like a Kyler Murray or, many other guys. That's not always the case. Sometimes guys need a year or 2 or 3 to adapt. And there's nothing wrong with that. So, again, let's see what he can do next season. That's my opinion. Let me know in the comment section. When do you think it's fair enough to say, you know what, Daniel Jones is terrible, let's move on from him? Let me know. Looking forward to seeing your comments, and catch you guys in the next video.